welcome back to my channel. My name is Jada Symone if you don't know me, and in this video I'm going to be giving y'all a back to school hygiene kit. First, I want to start off by saying like having good hygiene is definitely very important, especially like going to school, and because like you're in high school and you're getting older, so you need to learn how to take care of yourself. So having a hygiene kit at all times will definitely make sure that you're prepared in any situation that you come across. Just because like you never know, like you may forget something, you may need something, and just having a kit and having everything you need in one little pouch, or just something that you know you can easily access any time of the day, will be very good. So I just have this teal hygiene pouch, and I actually got this from Shein, but you can literally get any type, any color, any size. Like I just got like a medium-ish size, just because I'm not even gonna lie, I typically tend to like not even use this as much, just because I am kind of like a very prepared person when it comes to like hygiene and like keeping myself together. So I'm not even gonna lie, like there's like some stuff in here that is from last year that I didn't even like get to use, so I just put it back in here because it's still something that I would definitely need for this upcoming year. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, it's teal, very bright, and it matches my book bag. And I don't know, some of y'all may know what my book bag looks like, some of y'all may not, but if y'all haven't, make sure you go check out my back to school haul, because you'll get to see my book bag and like everything else I got. But this is what the inside looks like. I'm just gonna give y'all like a small little sneak peek. So now I'm about to go into details of like everything inside of here. So the first thing that I have in my pouch, which is probably like one of the most important things, is deodorant. And I just got the mini deodorant just because like you don't really need like the bigger size, just because that would just fill up more space. And like I said, this is kind of more so like a kit and not like your whole hygiene like supplies. So having just like a mini deodorant will be very helpful. Even if like you do sports or you don't do sports, this will just still be good just to, you know, do a little refreshing up throughout the day. Or even like sometimes you may forget deodorant. I mean, I don't really know. Some people do, some people don't. I don't really forget deodorant just because I feel like it's something that you just can't forget. But at the same time, we're human, we make mistakes, we forget stuff sometimes. So having a mini deodorant will be really great to have. The next thing I have is lotion. So I do have two different types of lotion. So I do have Jergens, and then I do have EOS lotion, just because like I will use Jergens more so for my face, and then I will use the EOS lotion. Well, it says hand cream, but like I said, I will use it for my hands and even like my knees or something, just because like I'm not gonna lie y'all, my knees be itchy sometimes, especially like just because I do cheer. So I'm always like doing stunts, tumbling, or just like doing stuff to where like, you know, doing rows and like just cheerleading type of stuff. So my knees are ashy a lot, I'm not even gonna lie. But lotion is good just because of simple fact, you don't want to be ashy. You want to make sure your skin is always moisturized. And Jergens is a really good brand that I've literally used my whole entire life, and it's always kept me moisturized. And it also has like a clean scent. So I know some people don't like to have like strong lotion on their body or on their face. So this is a really good lotion. And it says ultra healing, repairs and heals extra dry skin with vitamin C, E, and B5. I didn't even know B5 was a vitamin. But like I said, best lotion in the world in my opinion. The next thing I have is small Kleenex. So if you're like me, like for some reason my nose always runs while I'm in school, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because like it's typically cold in school, and I'm the type of person like I'm literally always cold. Even when it's like 70 degrees outside, you will probably hear me say I'm cold. So I know like I'm very glad that I have these, because last year I felt like I never had tissue. I had to always go to the bathroom or use like paper towels just to blow my nose. And nobody wants to do that. Like I said, this is something that's really good to have. And also, by the way, which I didn't say this at the beginning, everything in this kit is also like to like, I don't want to say you have to share with other people, but at the same time, I know for a fact there's been times where a girl has like needed something, and I've been like, oh, like, you know, I have this like kit that I prepared at the beginning of the school year. Here, you need this lotion or feminine like type of products, anything like that. But like I said, Kleenex, snotty nose, especially in the wintertime, this is a must-have. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run out of this literally by like, I don't even know, I give myself literally like 2 weeks now. I'll probably be like getting another pack of this. The next thing I have is floss. So the reason that I think this is a really good thing to have, because okay, so I don't know if it's just me, but like for some reason every time I'm eating like meat or just some type of chicken or just, I don't know, really just kind of like a lot of stuff. Food always gets stuck in my teeth because like, of course, you know, you eat at school, and like every time at lunch I feel like there's always something stuck in my teeth, and I have to deal with it the rest of the day because nobody has toothpicks, of course. So definitely, if you know food gets stuck in your teeth, or you know you have certain situations where you think like, oh, you know, I may need floss, because I never knew I needed floss until there was a day where food got stuck in my teeth, and I literally was like so like irritated because a piece of chicken was stuck in the back of my teeth and I couldn't get it. The next thing I have, which I actually used this last year, and like I said, like some of this stuff I used last year, some of this stuff I didn't use. I have this hand sanitizer and it's literally like full, so I didn't even get to like use it that much, which I don't really know why. I guess because like typically I would honestly prefer to wash my hands with soap and water, but of course that's not always an option. So I have this Touchland Power Mist Hydrating Hand Sanitizer, and I got it from Ulta, and it, oh, wait. Okay, yeah, it sprays out like that, which is, I feel like, really cool. I don't know, something different. And it also smells really good. It's like a berry, I think. It's like a berry scent. So yeah, Touchland hand sanitizer. The next thing I have is feminine products. So of course, you know, not everybody uses tampons, not everybody uses pads. Like whatever you personally prefer, definitely have that in there. So I just have tampons and panty liners just because I typically don't, well, I do use pads, I'm not gonna lie, I do. But like with me doing sports and everything and having a pad on and sweating and just like, I just don't like that feeling. So I do typically use tampons, and then I put a panty liner under just so it won't ruin my underwear. But just always make sure you have a good amount. I know I only have 2 right here, but that's just because I'm showing y'all. But you literally never know when your cycle can come. Well, of course, like, you know, you have your, like, you may have an app or something that tracks. But like, I know sometimes there's been times where like my cycle has came on and I'm like, bro, like, why is it coming on right now? Like, it's not even supposed to come on. But like, this is just part of being a teenager. Everything's not always like, you know, the right cycle and how it's supposed to be. So definitely always have these. And also because you may have a friend or even know somebody that may need these and they don't have none, so you be the person that's prepared for both of y'all. Okay, also to go with feminine products, I have this Love Wellness pH balancing wipes, which are fragrance free and are gentle cleansing wipe for your vulva, made with aloe vera to moisturize sensitive skin. And so I literally like got, it was like a pack of 2 and I got these. So these are actually from last year, which I hope they're not like expired or anything, which I don't think they are. But like I said, feminine wipes just to kind of, you know, do a little cleanse down there when you're on your cycle, just to kind of refreshen up, because you know you want to feel good. You don't want to feel like, you know, icky or like, you know, I don't know, like you want to feel clean at all times. So having wipes is definitely good. Even hand wipes, which I don't have those in here, but like if you're the type of person that likes hand wipes, then definitely put hand wipes in there. And everything that I'm showing y'all, like, think outside of the box, because I'm pretty sure I don't have everything that you may need. So think about certain situations that you were in last year in school and be like, hey, you know, maybe I need this, maybe I need that, because really you can never be like too prepared. The next thing I have are hair ties, which I typically, like, when I go to school, if my hair is a certain way, it's typically like that way until I come home. But I know with like doing sports and everything, some people change their hair throughout the day. Sometimes people's hair ties break. So having extra for yourself or just anybody in general is definitely good. And I have these, I don't really even know the brand, but they have like G's on them. But these are like thick hair ties and they don't pull your hair. Like they could unravel like this. And I really like these because like I said, they don't pull my hair. They don't feel too tight. And they're just really good and they're really soft. The next thing I have, which I feel like is a girl's best friend, is lip gloss. And so I have the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil, which is really popular. Very, very popular. Having lip gloss or chapstick, just anything that you may need to keep your lips moisturized, because you don't want to have crusty lips. You don't want to have dry lips. So make sure you have like something that's going to keep your lips moisturized at all times. The last thing I have inside of my pouch is gum. So gum could be really used for multiple things. breath, I'm gonna be honest, like, okay, not me because I brush my teeth, but I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes people, yeah, I'm not even gonna speak on that. But like I said, gum is very good to have, even when just like focusing. Like sometimes you just, like, you know how you just want like a taste in your mouth and you just want to like chew on something. Gum is definitely good. And I got this Wrigley's double mint because I like mint gum. I'm not a big fan of like the fruity gums and like everything like that, so I do prefer this. Literally like $1 or $2 at the store, and you can just get whatever kind that you may like prefer. So those are the main things that I have in my pouch. But the next two things I'm going to talk about is kind of like electronic things, which these I typically just have in my book bag or in my car, so they're not like in this pouch itself. But the two things that I feel like is also very important: AirPods and a battery pack, or even just like a regular charger. So for one, AirPods, I know like my school we can't really like use AirPods, but I know some schools do allow AirPods. And you never know when your teacher may let you listen to music, or you just may need to like listen to music to like focus. But me personally, like, I cannot listen to music while I focus. Like, I'm more of a person that's like quiet, nothing going on. Like, so I don't really like typically use my AirPods at school. But I know there's people that literally like obsess over the AirPods at school. So make sure you have something that, you know, if this is what something that you would like to have, make sure you have these at all times. Battery pack. Of course, let's just be honest, all of us are on our phones all the time at school, and our phone may go dead, and we definitely don't want our phones to go dead. So having a battery pack, or like I said, a charger would definitely be helpful. I got this one from Five Below, I'm pretty sure. So only a couple dollars, and it actually works really, really good. And I'm pretty sure it can charge my phone up 2 times if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't really know the brand. It just says on with 2 ends. So having something like this definitely helpful and useful. And also, like, what if you're in a situation where you don't have a charger, nobody in your class has a charger, and like all the plugs are like taken or something? Because that's definitely like happened to me. Like, nobody in my class had a charger, so like this definitely came like in clutch. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is things that I feel like people may need, but necessarily that I don't need, or I don't think that I would need, just because, like, I'll just explain. Okay, so medicine. So I know, like, I don't know if you can take medicine to school. I'm not really sure if you can or not. I feel like you can't for some reason. I feel like you have to go to the nurse. But any type of medicine that, you know, you may need, Tylenol, ibuprofen, any type of medicine. Because I'm not going to lie, y'all, I cannot take pills. So typically, like I said, that's why I typically wouldn't take medicine to school, because I can't even swallow pills anyway. So it wouldn't be no point in me taking medicine to school. I'm not going to take a big bottle of liquid medicine. Like, it's literally not. Like, literally right now, my voice kind of like sounds like probably a little off. And it's because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's not even, I don't even think it's allergy season, but I feel like my throat and my nose is like kind of running. And probably most likely what I'm going to do is literally like take liquid medicine or just deal with it. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Next thing I have is gel and hairspray. And so, like I said, me typically, like, how my hair is when I leave school, I typically don't change it or mess with it. But I know there is some people that like to do refreshing their edges at school, or hairspray to just kind of like, you know, slick back those little hairs. And last thing is money. You never know when you may want to buy something. Well, I guess it just depends. Like, at my school, we have this thing called coffee cart. So they come around and bring like different snacks and drinks that you can buy, like towards like the morning. But I don't typically buy anything, just because, like I said, I'm the type of person that, like, I always bring my own stuff. And I don't know, I'm just like prepared. So like, I don't really need to like ask anybody else for anything most of the time, or need to buy any snacks or anything, because I take my lunchbox. And if you watch my like get ready with me videos, you know that I literally like pack my lunchbox to the rim. Like, typically I come home with like 3 snacks left, just because I always like to be prepared, just in case somebody else may need a snack, or if I get hungry, or if I have like after school practice and I don't really have time to like eat, which I didn't even put that on the list, but like maybe having like a little snack or like something, a granola bar, anything that's kind of like quick and easy that you could just, you know, kind of like snack on. But that's besides the point. I was talking about money. But always just having like a little bit of cash with you at all times is good, just in general. whether it's like snacks or just like something else in general that you may need to like purchase. It's good. Don't have too much money at school though. Like, don't be that type of person, cause then if you lose it, like, what are you gonna do? So having like, I would really say like $20 should be like a good amount. And really, if you're at school, you shouldn't be buying nothing that's that much anyway. But like I said, I hope everything in this hygiene kit helped y'all. The extra stuff that I added and just the stuff I had in the pouch. Like I said, you can get all these things at Walmart, Target, any type of like, just a store, I guess you would say. Because like I said, all these are like normal stuff, nothing like fancy. Only thing I would say, like the wipes and the hand sanitizer, I did get those at Ulta. And I'm not sure like whether Walmart or Target has them. Which Target probably does, just because Target is their like the best store and they have like everything. But that is all for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed my hygiene tips and things that I had. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, follow me on all my social media, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.